We have a police escort. We have a police escort for a very good reason.
Hello beautiful people, I'm Leah.
I'm Justin.
Welcome to our channel and thank you for joining us.
We make videos to share with you what our life's been like since we decided to get up, get out, and get gone. In today's video, we're going to share with you one of the most interesting and surprising aspects of living as expats in Taiwan. And it's prompted us to start asking, just how honest are these Taiwanese people? As we've said in other videos, it's the people of Taiwan that make this such a great place for us to live.
We have given Taiwan so many opportunities to fail us and they just won't take the bait.
In fact, we're going to share with you now some stories about that. So first, I leave my wallet and keys at our local coffee shop, and then I go to 7-Eleven to buy something, realize I don't have my keys in my wallet. Oh crap, so I panic, I bolt out of the 7-Eleven, and there in front of me is the barista dangling my keys and wallet before me.
You got lucky.
I definitely got lucky. We were lucky that this happened with our barista that we know personally, that knows us by name, that happened in our neighborhood. So we're thinking at this point, yeah, we're lucky.
Speaking of 7-Eleven.
So here's something you need to know about 7-Elevens in Taiwan. They are a very popular place to grab a quick bite to eat. And I stopped in one day to get a drink and a snack, and I ate it at the bar. I left, walked home, couldn't get into the apartment. Why? Because I left my keys, which are attached to my wallet, at 7-Eleven. So I start running down the street in a panic again to go back and get my keys and wallet. And as I'm approaching the door, there they were, untouched where I had left them.
At this point, you got lucky again.
2 times, good karma, right?
Good karma.
That's what we're thinking. It's all about good karma and luck.
Yeah. This next experience that we had kind of shifted our thinking about Taiwan. So what had happened was, we went to this local food court to have a meal.
We went there specifically because it has an outlet and we wanted to be able to set up and do some work.
One of us went to go get food, the other went to go get drinks.
Yeah, you were supposed to let me go get the drinks first, and then then you were gonna go get the food.
No. You were supposed to stay with our stuff while I went to go get drinks, and then you went to go get food. Whatever.
The thing was,
this communication actually resulted in us leaving our stuff. Our laptops were open and set up. We had cash laying on top of our laptops,
which was for the food you were supposed to go get.
For the drinks that you were supposed to go get. Okay, let me tell this story.
Phones, we had phones.
We had our phones, we had our bags, we had our wallets left out. Oh wow.
This is really different.
Yeah, nobody touched their
No one touched anything. And it's so easy because we're right by the escalator.
Yep.
Easy enough to grab something and walk out. And everything is left alone, right where we had placed it. So with this newfound perspective, we started taking note of how valuables are dealt with here in Taiwan.
We literally started noticing things like, like the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, people leave everything on their motorbike when they go into a store, or even overnight. Packages, their jackets.
They leave their keys in the ignition.
Right. And then there's the laundromat, where the Lost and Found laundromat, which is an outdoor 24-hour laundromat. And we saw a Mercedes key fob inside.
This isn't like mismatched socks. So we also looked up like a bunch of YouTube videos
to
make sure that it wasn't just us
It's not just us. There are plenty of YouTube videos.
There's so many videos out there from foreigners that talk about the kindness and the unbelievable safety that they feel by living in this country.
We're beginning to realize this is not uniquely us having good luck.
Now we have come to see that this is a cultural standard in the country that we live in, and our behaviors become a little bit
relaxed.
A little bit relaxed.
Embarrassingly so.
It is embarrassing.
When we were at the Science Museum in Taipei.
The Science Center. Oh my God, the Science Center.
So we have these backpacks with us because we're out for the day and we want to take some pictures and maybe a little video. So we set our bags down and we got caught up in what we were doing, and we moved on to the next exhibit, and then the next exhibit. The next thing you know, we're 6 stories up, look down.
We're like, oh, somebody left their bag.
Somebody left their bag.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's our bag. It had been untouched and we were there for hours. In fact, you can see how long we were there in this video right here.
Then we were like, oh, our phones and stuff are sitting on our bag, and yeah nobody's gonna touch it. Let's just go ahead and go to the next exhibit.
So now we've gone from this panicked, feeling whenever we've misplaced or lost something to Taiwan, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Alright.
And as Americans, we have to learn our lesson the hard way. Losing your wallet and not having to return to you, and being out all the cash that's in there, replacing your credit cards, replacing your IDs. That's kind of a hassle when you live abroad.
We had to have been like subconsciously relaxed because remember when we took that bike, we rented bikes. We returned our bikes to the bike station. These are bikes that you can just check them out with a bus pass or a credit card. So we arrived to go eat lunch, and I'm like, you got my phone?
It's not my responsibility.
It's Taiwan's responsibility. We realized that we left it in the bike, and we're like,
oh, you left it in the bike pouch. Oh,
it'll
well.
be there. It'll be there. Had lunch, paid for lunch, then walked back, and my phone
It was right there on the station block.
It was right there on the station block.
So that means someone checked out her bike, you understand? Saw her phone when they were probably putting their own phone in, pulled it out, set it on top, and went about their day.
And so did we.
Yeah. We have been irresponsible.
We've become really
because
irresponsible.
Taiwan's not holding us accountable.
Actually, we learned our lesson when we went to Hualien.
Lee and I went to the other side of the island for a vacation. We get off the train, we're exiting, we want to put our bags away to get a jump on the day, and realized, oh, I don't have my wallet. Do I panic? No, it's Taiwan. See the first attendant that I can, expecting them to just have it because I always have my wallet the first time I asked for it. They said, we don't have your wallet. So backtracked all the way to the train, looked, didn't see my wallet. Go upstairs to the 3rd floor, talk to customer service. Then they escorted me back down to the train tracks to look for it. And they say, well, we'll let you know if it comes in, we'll take your information.
Justin walks back to me. I'm like, oh, finally, now we can get on with our vacation. And Justin is like, they don't have my wallet. What do you mean they don't have your wallet? Like, that's like impossible. Right at this point, we're angry. We're not angry that we lost our stuff.
No.
We're angry because Taiwan didn't find it.
No one's produced our goods. Where's our stuff?
We have attitude, so then we go to the police station with an attitude like, how dare you fail her?
Like, what are you gonna do? And they're like, we're just gonna take down the contents of your wallet. That doesn't do us any good.
That's not good enough.
How can you find it? They give us a police report, still not satisfied.
You go back to the station. I'm sitting here telling Justin, dude, you need to just recognize that at some point this was bound to happen.
Yeah.
And this was the situation. This was it. Like,
this is where we learned our lesson, right?
This is where we learn our lesson. Yeah.
We sat down and waited for that train to return, and then all of a sudden, here comes this
police officer
bounding towards us with joy in his face.
Meanwhile, we have like stank face times 10,000.
We found your wallet, come with me. And he just darts off and we grab all of our belongings.
We get to go through all these secret decoder doors that lead to all of these back ways out of the
literally
station.
saying, through with me. And then he says, okay, get in the car. We get in the car with lights on.
We had a police escort to go and retrieve our wallet.
We go in and there's this lovely lady who hands my wallet.
No, she handed you the wallet and you were like, oh, everything is good. Like you took a quick glance and she was like, no. Look inside to make sure that you have your cash. By now, I'm like, oh, we are assholes. We are assholes. Right?
So,
from my standards, we were rude. We were arrogant, we were presumptuous. They're still like, let me help you, let me help you.
And the lesson that we learned is not the lesson we thought we were gonna learn.
It was a good lesson.
Yeah, oh yeah. We definitely do try to keep up with our stuff a little more. And we also actively participate in returning things to people that may have misplaced something. Like today, for instance, the bus card and the police officer.
We found a bus card coming down the escalator and it was like, oh, Justin just found the cure for cancer. He was so happy to return that card. Like it was.
I returned the card. I have never been prouder in my life. Thank you, Taiwan, for teaching us humility.
As expats, I do have to say, we have been waiting for the honeymoon period to wear off. Like the dark side is finally gonna come through and show us what we think that we needed to see.
But that's not what we've experienced.
No.
What we've experienced is a cultural standard that's far different from any cultural standard we've ever experienced before. And we're kind of left bewildered by the whole and still really impressed with how Taiwan has decided to treat us as foreigners.
Whether you are living abroad or you traveled abroad, what are some cultural experiences that you've had that's left you like dumbfounded or either inspired? Tell us in the comment box below. As always, we leave you with this question: when was the last time you did something for the first time?
Remember, it's never too late to get up, get out, and get gone.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.
Why are you still here?